Yo, what is going on everyone, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. And happy Alton Towers opening day, and as well open season for the rest of the theme parks in the UK out there. Finally, we've hit that time in March where they all reopen again, but this time for the 2025 season. Now unfortunately I couldn't get to Alton Towers today due to, I was working earlier on in the day. So we can't actually get down. So that's unfortunate that I was working on the day of opening day. However, we are going to be visiting on Saturday, the 29th of March. So in a couple of weeks' time, we're going to be getting down there, and there'll still be Alton After Dark on as well. So looking forward to getting down there then and getting on the brand new ride Toxicator. But if you are there today, I hope you all have a very, very good day. And you'll have to let me know as well, if you have been, what was the Toxicator like? And share your thoughts on the new flat ride. Now in this video we're going to be talking about Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And speaking about if this is potentially bad news for Pleasure Beach Resort. So Pleasure Beach did open up a few weeks ago for their opening day right at the start of March. And Pleasure Beach did put out as well before everyone got to the park about ride availability. But I think overall, not including what I'm about to go through, but the day in general, on the day of opening day, it was quite a success. So I remember the year before, it wasn't quite as good. But hearing everyone's sort of thoughts, what they've shared, it was quite successful. You know, they had all the rides open at what was obviously not listed as not opening. So everything was open what was meant to be, and there were no breakdowns either throughout the day. The rides kept going all the way throughout the day, so that was very, very good to see, especially like I said from the other previous year when opening day went quite bad for the Pleasure Beach. So starting off with ride availability and edging in towards the bad news of what to expect from Pleasure Beach in 2025. Now, they did put out a statement, but obviously we all know the park is open now, so we know that these are all closed anyway, and if you have been, then you'll know this already. But let me just read through the rides that are not going to be available for this season. 5 ride closures throughout the 2025 season, and it doesn't state much about what's going to happen to them in the future. But these rides do include Red Arrow's Skyforce, Gallopers Carousel, the Thompson Carousel, Alpine Rally, and Eddie Stobart. And then on top of that, we had the Grand Prix that closed last year, so if you think about it, that's 6 sort of rides down straight away. And also the Dodgems was closed last year with no announcement of it was going to close, and no future announcement either, what's going to happen to it in the future. So the Dodgems are still closed there. So there we go, that's 7 rides, isn't it? So yeah, quite a hit for Pleasure Beach. I mean, it does still have obviously supporting big coasters and that, but to see all those rides out of action, it does sort to make you wonder, that's a bit concerning. And, they've not stated much about what's going to happen to them in the future. So, I can't really see Red Arrow Skyforce getting removed from the park. Because, even though it's been there for a while now, it's still relatively new. It's not been there for as long as some of the rides. So, it's definitely still got some in it. So, could we see a potential retheme? Potentially we could be seeing something like that for Red Arrow Skyforce. But I don't know what's going to happen to the rest of the rides that I've just stated. But let's just add another one to it. The River Caves have been closed since last year. They did put out a statement, and everyone saw this on opening day. We can confirm we have an exciting announcement on our plans for this ride very soon. And there was also a poster put up outside the ride as well, saying that it's basically been revamped and reimagined. So there we go, that's another one. That's 8 now. 8 rides that have closed at Pleasure Beach. But we are going to see the River Caves come back eventually, and it's reimagined. Now the River Caves wasn't actually added to the ride availability. Everyone just found this out on opening day, so probably a few people was annoyed at that. But there we go, 8 rides taken out of Pleasure Beach straight away there. Now the Grand National does turn 90 years old this year. It opened back in 1935, and that is also closed due to extended refurbishment opening later on this year. So we'll probably be seeing the Grand National reopening again in April. So that's 9 rides now. 9 rides and one sort of big one like Grand National. But I mean, to be fair, the Grand National is very, very rough. If you have been on it, then you'll know what I'm talking about. And obviously the extended refurbishment, it's a very, very old ride, probably much needed. So yeah, look forward to seeing what's going to happen with that when it comes back in April. I think it's looking like now for the Grand National for its big 90th anniversary. Just to put everyone's mind at ease with all these closures, they have said that making these changes will allow them to reinvest in a bigger and better future. So clearly there's plans for the park in the future. Obviously they've got like sort of new rides planned and stuff like that. But it's just going to be a shame to see all this closed probably throughout obviously the 2025 season, apart from the Grand National. And Pleasure Beach did put out a statement as well saying plans to formally announce bigger pieces of news with a bang. So clearly they've got things planned for the future. So it's good to see that, and they're not just literally closing these rides for no reason, you know. There is a reason behind it all, and yeah, it sounds like there's more coming, but it is concerning for the park. So Launchpad, the brand new ride for this year at the Pleasure Beach, obviously was formerly known as Ice Blast. Now everyone was probably surprised when they got to the park to see that all the scaffolding was still up around it. It doesn't look like it's going to be opening anytime soon. So yeah, it's unfortunate that obviously Launchpad wasn't open for opening day. But yeah, so obviously the reimagined Ice Blast is going to be coming at some point. However, we don't know when. And they've not put out a statement yet to say, you know, this is when we're going to be opening up Launchpad. Like I said, it's all in scaffolding, so it could be some time until we see anything happen with this ride. But let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below about these changes to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and let me know what you think is going to be coming in the future. I mean, we've had rumours of like a gyro swing coming, so yeah, let's hope we do see something like that come to the park that's going to obviously draw in the crowds again and support the rest of the rides at the Pleasure Beach. But as always, if you did all enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And like I said, if you are at Towers opening day, have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one.